Welcome back to a very special Profiles in Caring as we kind of go behind the scenes with the cast, if I can call them a cast.
Cast and crew.
Of this phenomenal show. Now you were talking about bringing all of these great people together and creating the nucleus of what's become a great television show.
I think we're proof that a small team can do a lot, because you think of most half-an-hour television shows, and frankly they're produced by huge numbers of people, and we do 26 original episodes a year, and this is the team. You know, we've got everybody doing multiple jobs and putting their passion into it, and with today's technology getting smaller and smaller and easier, it's not impossible.
Well, I want to bring Doug and Shauna in on this too, because they are handpicked by you guys and they fulfill such a great, vast amount of stuff that happens behind the scenes. Is it hard wearing all those hats?
No, it's fun.
Makes it a challenge.
No, it is. It was a challenge, and there was right from the get-go. Kimberly and Lynn said, "You know, here's what we're going to do," and you go, "Well, how do you do that?" And then you jump in, and everybody starts doing what you do, and a show that is going to start as simply a Utah-based show. And then we expanded to the great expanse that is the state of Idaho. And then we wanted to become bigger, not because we wanted to say our show was this or that, but because we simply wanted to help more people. And we did, with some great help from people who helped us syndicate the show. We go from Utah to Idaho to nationwide to internationally. And it's been quite a ride.
Shauna, you started out not as a broadcaster, but on stage.
Yes, actually I got my degree in theater at the actor training program at the University of Utah. And I did not expect to go into journalism in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, this is the best job I've ever had. I love it. I love seeing the best side of humanity. I mean, you know, you drive down the freeway and you just, I don't know about any of you, but I kind of suffer from road rage. And I think people suck. But then I get to come to work and I get to see the very best of humanity, helping the very best of humanity. And I get to play a small role in helping, and I get to show everybody else that the human, we're salvageable. It's not over.
Now the world obviously has gotten very small for you people because you're traveling everywhere. Give me an example of some of the places that you guys have been.
All at once?
Yes.
My goodness, Cuba,
Guatemala,
Romania,
Peru,
Guatemala,
Tibet,
Thailand,
Ethiopia,
South
South
Africa,
Africa,
Uganda,
Ukraine, Mali,
China,
Romania,
every continent except Antarctica.
Australia.
Phoenix.
We
Oh,
haven't hit
Australia,
Australia
yeah.
yet.
We didn't say anything domestic.
Well, the Navajo Reservation,
yeah.
and we certainly have gone to many cities in the U.S.
California.
East Coast,
Arizona, New
West
Mexico.
Now, if you can, in just 15 or 20 seconds, tell me what one place that you've been to really sticks out in your mind.
Uganda was so poor. I mean, I'd say they're dirt poor, but they really have a lot of dirt. That's about all they have. These children, we went to a tiny little place called Cabramayo, backwater. I mean, it just, nothing there, no services. Used to have them, they don't. They've backslid 100 years in 30. It's crazy. These children sing praise to God every night before bed, thanking Him for this world that has been nothing but cruel to them. And you come home to hot water showers and a comfy bed and plenty of food and a wardrobe that you can't pack into your closet, and you see cranky children who don't have the right cell phone. And it makes me so grateful for what I have, for where I live, and for the freedoms I enjoy. Don't take it for granted.
Well, Shauna and I were actually, that was one of the priceless moments of my career in Profiles in Caring, as she shot from one angle and I shot from another of a brother lifting his brother's legs as he walked across a field because he was paralyzed. But we've been all over the world, and I have been basically almost the Central Latin America type correspondent, porque hablo español, son mi gente. They're my people. Subtitles Spanish, English, Deutsch, whatever it is. But I was in a town called Cuenca, Ecuador one time, and we went up and we were supposed to go with these girls to teach these children. We got to the place and nobody was there. And fortunately, I was shooting video. And my narration even said, I'm going to step away from being a reporter for a moment. Because as if there were drums going through the jungle, these children just start appearing because they knew that these beautiful volunteers from the United States, the state of Idaho, were there to help them. And one by one, and all of a sudden we have a group of 12. And they're there to be helped and loved, and they get their candy, and most importantly, that they got their hugs. And I will never forget that moment either. A great moment in Cuenca, Ecuador.
Lynn?
It's hard to say a favorite. It was hard to get into Tibet. They do not allow American reporters into Tibet. I can't say it was my favorite place I've been to, but to have the privilege to have a video camera in Tibet was a moment I'll never forget.
They don't allow that easily.
I've met amazing people, you know, from supermodels down to your average Joe. One person in particular in Romania, his name was Pastor Peter Dugalescu. He was one of the people actually responsible for the fall of communism in Romania. He was the first pastor ever to give a public prayer under communism as Ceausescu was overthrown, so I'll never forget that moment.
Haven't you found yourself, all of us, in a position where we're sitting there shooting videotape and we go, I cannot believe that I am here?
Oh, I think every trip has at least a few of those moments.
Yeah.
You just want to pinch yourself and say, this is my life. How lucky am I to be witness to this?
Unbelievable.
I want to kind of finish favorite moments with something at the very beginning, Tony, which was the Navajo reservation, and going to inside the hogans with the elders. Some of these elders, you know, more than 100 years old, and still living without heat, without electricity, without running water, and keeping the native culture alive with their weaving and their jewelry making, and the poignancy of them accepting gifts of firewood and blankets from a woman who has made it her life mission to come and serve the elders. It's just I take it with me wherever I go.
And we are going to be back right after these words with more Inside Profiles in Caring. We'll be right back.